Hey friends, PK Patel and John Matthews coming back at you with another awesome strategy to help you draw cash off your brand new business credit cards that we just set up for you. How's it going, Johnny?
Smiling.
All right. Awesome. So today we're going to cover the Flex Loan, Johnny. We're going to show everybody how to take what's called a Flex Loan or a My Loan, or different banks brand it differently, but essentially it is the same product, right? So uh, here's the idea. Basically, you have a personal credit card, right? So let's say this is a personal credit card. And for example's sake, I'm going to say this is a Citi Double Cash card, which is a personal credit card that I have it. I use it all the time. And this isn't a plug for Citi or anything. It could be any major bank, right? You use Chase.
That's right.
So uh, I use Citi, and most major banks are doing this. And it's called, Citi calls it a flex loan. What does Chase call it?
Chase calls it a My Loan.
My loan. Essentially, guys, it's the same exact product. So here's the idea. Here's the view from like 20,000 feet, right? You're going to take this My Loan, and what they'll do is this request that you make, they're just going to deposit directly into your bank account. Johnny, how does this differ from a cash advance? It sounds like a cash advance to me.
So the Citi Flex Loan is simply taking a loan from your credit card and putting the money into your bank account. Citi doesn't charge any fees to initiate this loan. You can request the Citi Flex Loan. They'll put money straight into your bank account at an interest rate for a specified term. And the Flex Loan itself will be its own account with its own terms, and it's not considered a purchase. It's not considered a cash advance. It's not considered a balance transfer.
So in the previous video, guys, we promised you that we're going to show you how to kick those cash advance fees. Here it is. This is the strategy. So there's no fees to do it, right?
That's right.
And later on in the video, we're going to show you guys how to do your due diligence so you don't get stuck with the wrong product and the wrong type of loan. So I think there's 6 or 7 questions that we came up with that the person that's initiating the loan should ask the lender. And we'll go over that. But for now, there's no fees, right?
Just a standard interest rate.
So, and the interest rate is relatively low compared to the cash advance. I mean, you could save half. A lot of times, the interest rate is like a third of what you'd pay on a cash advance.
In my experience, the interest rate is similar to the purchase rate, if not less.
So, interest is relatively low. So, now we're going to show you guys a live example of, with screenshots and everything, of a flex loan from my Citi account. And I actually did this from my mobile phone, Johnny. Like I logged in using my iPhone, and you could do it from there. So this is what it looked like. Now notice the time, okay? 10:22 a.m. And that's going to come into play later on, guys, and I'll tell you the punchline later. But there's a link right here. See, this is the back office. It shows me what my current balance is, available credit limit, all of that good stuff. Here's the link. You see that? It says use your available credit to get a Citi Flex Loan. So when I click on that, here's what happens. It takes me to customize your loan page. And this is just half of the screen, guys. I could only screenshot what was on the screen, but you actually scroll down, and when you scroll down, this is what you get. This $406 payment, this bar down here, you can move it back and forth. See, it tells me my interest rate, and I could pick how much money I want to borrow for how long of a period, and this is the interest rate that they're offering me. And the great thing is this comes directly from what your line of credit is on the credit card. So they're allowing me to borrow 1/3 of my limit. So my limit is $60K. They'll give me up to $20,000. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, and this drop down menu, and again, I can't do this live, guys, because there's too much sensitive information. So this drop down menu here will allow me to pick what kind of term I want. So 60 months, I could go up to 60 months and borrow $20,000 at 8% interest. And if I want, I could slide this bar back and forth and kind of determine what my payment's going to be. So they make it really easy. And whatever bank accounts are connected to this particular credit card to make payments out of, they'll let me drop that $20,000 into whatever account I want. Look at this. Or they'll mail me a check.
So you can take a $20,000 loan off your Citi credit card. The money doesn't have to go into a Citi account. It can go into any one of your bank accounts that you specify, or they can send you a check.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Now, remember I said 10:22 a.m. is when I started. When I ended and almost finished my loan terms, what was the time?
10:24. It took you 2 minutes to do this.
It's literally
2 minutes for $20,000.
It's literally that simple, guys. So, doing the due diligence is very important now. So, here are the questions that you guys will want to ask. Call customer service or find out. A lot of times the terms are right there on the application page. So, ask if there's an application required. In this flex loan, in my case, there wasn't. Ask if there's a credit check required. In most cases, that you're not going to need a credit check, or they're not going to do a hard inquiry, or even a soft inquiry for that matter. You already have the credit card, so this loan is coming off your credit card limit. So it's almost like you making a large purchase, but instead they're just giving you the cash. So there shouldn't be a credit check required. Ask if there's an origination fee or points, right? Because that's very important. In most cases, there shouldn't be. Ask if, this is very important. Most people don't think about this, but we want you guys to be proactive. Ask if there is a prepayment penalty. What's a prepayment penalty, Johnny?
Prepayment penalty is a fee that a bank assesses for paying off a loan balance early before the term expires.
Exactly. So if I take let's just say a 60-month loan, but I have the money on month number 2, are they going to charge me an extra fee if I pay it off early? That's what you guys want to ask. And in most cases, there shouldn't be. If there is, try another one of your credit cards. What is my interest rate? I mean, that's pretty fundamental, right? And what is the maximum amount that I can draw with this loan program? It's going to be anywhere from 25 to 50% depending on what bank you're using, right? So these are the questions that you guys want to get answers to before you initiate any kind of a loan request like this. Any other questions, Johnny?
So it's important to note when you're doing one of these loans from a credit card, it's not a new account on your credit report. The bank issues a loan off of your credit card, and the loan is created as a sub-account inside of your credit card. So there's no new accounts in your credit report when you do this. Oftentimes, no credit check. And definitely check with all your personal credit cards to see if a program like this is available. Obviously, we know this program is available on the Citi credit cards. Chase has a similar program, the MyLoan program, but call the rest of your existing personal credit cards to see if they have a product like this available. Many banks are moving to allow the opportunity for taking loans with terms off of your credit cards to combat competition from fintech companies, personal loan companies, which are growing in size very quickly. The credit card companies, major banks want to get a piece of the action with these personal loans, which is why they're allowing customers to now take loans off of their credit cards.
Excellent point. Now, I'm going to go back here for a little bit. What's the one problem when you take one of these loans out, Johnny? What's the number one issue that comes up? Let's say I get a $20,000 loan, right? So I'm going to take $20,000 loan out. What's going to happen now? It's going to report on my credit profile, right? So they're going to go to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, Citi is, and they're going to say, well, PK's got a $20,000 leveraged credit card out of his $60,000 limit. So how do we combat that? That's the second part of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this, and I'm going to move on to how to combat the credit reporting issue, right?
We don't want these high balances showing up on your personal credit report.
So this is the problem. What do you do, Johnny?
Transfer this debt from the loan to one of your business credit cards.
Boom. So one of your brand new business credit cards that we set up for you that offers a 0% on balance transfers, what you're going to do is take your new business credit cards and remember, we checked to see if there's a prepayment penalty or not. This is why we did it, is because we're going to pay this loan off. Now, this is at what, 7.99%?
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, 8% interest it's reasonable. Most business owners could still make money on 8%. But now, if you have a brand new business card that's at 0%, what would you rather have? 0%?
0%.
7.99. And there might be a 2 to 4% fee one time to do it, but even with the fee, if they're giving you 12 months at 0%, have them pay off this $20,000, knock out this loan, which had no origination fee, and now this $20,000 balance is on one of your new business credit cards. But what if a new business credit card does not have a $20,000 limit, Johnny? Let's say it's only got a $10,000 limit. Then what?
Transfer a portion of it.
So we got 10,000, right? This is why we set up multiple cards for you guys. Use 2 of them, right? Let's say this one has a $10,000 limit. This is a business credit card as well. Now, you knocked out the $20K and you have 2 cards with $10,000 at 0% with one-time fees of 2 to 4%. Right?
Yep.
So, and repeat. You keep repeating this. If you're brand new and the lender's only issued you $5,000, it's going to be 4 cards. So, it's just a matter of rinsing and repeating until you build your business credit card balances up where you're able to do it in just a single chunk. And a lot of our clients that have more established credits typically get issued higher limit business credit cards, and they could do it all in one chunk. And if someone's brand new, and they don't have the age or they don't have the credit, and you only get $5,000, basically take the loan that you could pay back using your business credit cards. So reverse engineer it and do the math backwards and take a loan in the amount that you're comfortable paying back with 0% credit cards.
Confirmed.
Cool? So pretty simple, guys. Anything else, Johnny?
Keep up the good work, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for showing up, Johnny.